Now if we double click on btn view button, so it will generate its code. Here you can see the file is open and here code is created. First of all, we have to see for files, because if we don't have zip files, so we cannot do operations if we don't have our files. So we have not one file, we using static system dot windows forms visual systems dot visual style element. We have to write here is also a missing library, which is runtime library. So using system dot runtime dot remoting dot context. And also we have domain data component model collection generic link. And so now libraries are all present here. We are working with our view function. So here you can see the name we assign to the button in the button design column. So the function is created by this name. So first of all, we have to write a file which is in string. So write the data going to their file string, and file is a symbol of string. File is a variable which type is string equals. Now I am going to give part to my application d repository, then double slash and then my application name. So my application name is CRUD operations, then double slash students file dot tx. So here I completely define the address of my student file dot txt. So my file is present at that location. Go there and perform this task. Now I have to make another variable of read text, which read the text from info from the uh, design from the form of student and then store in the file. Read text. So read text is, so here is you can see file system.ios is library dot file dot. Now read all text is symbol, and is read all text is its function. Now we have to provide a file its file variable in its function. So when the read all text go to file, so it will, when the read text call this function, it will go to this location and write all the text in the read text variable. And then what we have to we have to check the conditions that if the data is present, so display it. If they're not present, so display a message box. So if we have conditions, if read text or variable not equals, it means the file is not empty, something is present in the file. So message box, it displays a message from the message. It displays another screen, another small screen, and on that screen the data is displayed. If you are viewing, so all the data is viewed. If you are deleting, so it will, we can perform any operations. But message box is a box, it's a dialog box open when we call message box. So message box dot show function shows the message box, what we can show it. Inverted commas product, no, student farm, found backslash n plus read text plus, no plus, it's comma, because this is the heading of the message box dialog box, and this is the paragraph of the this is the written statement a which is present in the dialog box of message box. So this is the condition if the data is present in the file. So if the data is not present, so what you have to do, you have to, we have to copy this and write a message, no records found. Okay, backslash n is used for skip the line. We have to remove this because no data is present, so we don't have to. So this is the, so this is the function for view an item from the file. View all the students from the file. Now go to this and double click on insert button, it will generate its code. So here we can, here we have do do the same things. First of all, we have to give file, because if there were no file, so the system is not working. Then again string variable roll, ro- name, first of all name, and you guys know what we name, so text name dot text. So it will only capture the text from the input box, and it will store the data from input box to this name variable. Same have to do with string roll number. Roll number is equals to roll number is a variable, and txt roll number dot text. So it will store the text in the roll number variable. Now here comes the concept of using stream writer. Stream writer is a built-in function, which stream writer is a built-in function. So it will suggest me stream writer. So stream writer, we are using stream writer, and we have to make its variable. Stream writer is a built-in library object. We have to create its object writer. Stream writer is, now we have to equal sign and new stream writer. So st stream writer, and we have to give our file variable here. If we if we only leave it position, so when we insert a new data, it will remove all the previous data and enter the enter our new data. So we have to write true by using comma, file comma true. Now it will insert the data at new line every time. So our previous data is also present and our new data is also present. So call the object writer dot write line, write line, because writer function is writing the line. Name, it will suggest me how to write plus equals comma equals plus roll number, roll number. So how the writer writes the name, like I write roll number name John plus roll number 123. So how it is displaying, how it will insert in the file. So name John comma roll number 123. So it is writing in the file like this. Okay, after that we have to show user that its data is right on the file. So we are showing message box. Message box is to convey message to the user. Student data. Now new line name plus. Basically when we have to make a one string and we have to include variables of file, so we are using plus, because the string is joined, because many strings, we can join many strings by using plus sign between them. So plus name, so here the name of the, then we have to backslash n to skip the line, then roll number plus roll number, then plus inserted, we have to display inserted successfully, successfully, and I write three dots, which is I like good. Then we have to comma. Now it will, so it will say that write some caption. So string, maybe you have to give data student student data. Then we have to message box button. So here you can see how customized we can make our message box. So message box buttons dot, it will display a button and the text is okay, and then comma mes- message box type. Now we are displaying the icon, message box icon here, message box icon dot information. So it will change its icon to information, then have to enter it. So here our insert button is created successfully. Now we are making our delete. What's the next is view insert. Now making update function, delete is the last. So here you can see the delete function is available. Now the same thing is repeated. We can make, now we are here, we give the file name and roll number again, because if you want to update any of the data, so you have to write one thing. You write the name and roll number, and then it will search for it, and then it will delete from the it will update the it will update your student data. So now condition for if, and we have to write its file. We have to first check that file, it's an object file dot exist, that the file is exist or not, file dot exist. And then we have to give file address, so it is our file variable, so it will check if the file exists. Now we have to again using var, we can use string types, and if we don't know what is the type or the type of the data given from user, so we are using var automatically select the type of data. So our lines, file is our, so we, because we have to read the data of full file which is present in our file, we have to read all the thing, and then we have to check that the user given input is present or not. So read all lines. So here is the function of read all lines, comma, we have to file. So again we have to make a variable lines to update. So what we basically do, we are basically store all the file into the lines, and line to update from the user given line. So line, our variable lines dot first, or we here our function of first or default, in which we are going to make line more systematic line. So here it is displaying me that what I am writing, try to write is start with name. We can, now if we are doing the name John, and again and then we write roll number 456, if we are giving this name and updating roll number, so it will check that John name is present. So okay, if the John name is present, update its roll number. We are updating by checking the name of a student, name plus, so here are, no, I think I, yes, so we update from, so if line to update, line to update not equals null, checking null, because if it is not null, so we can apply operations. If it does, so what we can update or what we can insert in it. So we are again making another variable var, and then updated line equals now name plus equal sign, minimum commas, plus roll number. So this is the updated line variable line, updated line. After that we have to make a array lines array. So here is the array dot index of. Now we have to give its lines. It will compare that both variables and check it. So here it is displaying that it will compare lines and updated lines, and If the array sees any difference, so it will clear the difference and write updated line function in the lines function. After that, we have to write file again, call the file write all lines function and give its file and lines, because updated line stored in the lines function. File comma lines and close the function. Here I type wrong file because we are pass variables in it, we are not passing objects in. Now message box, so that user can understand box dot show that its student data is updated. So now student record updated successfully. After that, the main heading of the update update record, main heading of the message box is update record. Now if the data is not present, now so if the data is not present in the line to update, or if we not able to find the student, so we are display a message to the user that student not student not found, and the main heading is not found. After that, we are using a condition of if file is exist, so we have to make it condition that if file is not exist, so again show a message box to the user that file not exist, and here error error symbol. Now we have make update button. We are moving to delete button. Double click on it and you can see it displays a delete function property. Now we have to make a variable string. If we using delete function, so it will delete all the data from the file. In the part 2 of the CRUD applications, we can make searching from user choices, that if we want to if we want to search from username, or if we from or roll number, so it's all its choice from which he can going for search. And these options are also available in the part 2 of CRUD operations. But Indian operation, here is only one choice, file not equals null. Sorry, here we have to write file dot exist, and we have to give variable file, and we have to write if file file not equals null, so file dot write all lines write all text. Means it will remove all text, and in the file it will write a string dot empty function. It will empty the whole file, and we are going to display a message box to user message dot show volar file contents deleted deleted successfully. Then we have to write its main heading name, and which is deletion dele- deletion successful. But if the file is already null, so we again display a message to user that file is already empty. File is already empty its main heading name. But if the file is not present, so we are going to copy this else condition and paste it here. That file not exist, and you have given me the wrong path of the file. So here we have write our delete function, our update function, our insert, our view button function. Now it's time to run our application. We have to save it by Control S. Also, we have to save it by Control S. But before running it, we have to change its colors, like its back color from custom. We have to change the color of form also. So going into custom and change the and we have to change these buttons colors. So it will not working. For color is so here I think we can change these also. Color text to white. Uh, It will create its code, but it's okay. We don't have a word for it. Click on it, change its color to white. Yes, this form is looking pretty nice. Save it. Click on the start button. Start button will debug all the code and compile all the code and make you a application. Make you a full view of application. You can use it. So